What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. If you are new here, hey, how you doing? My name's Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. Now, in this video, I'm basically just sharing how the last week has gone while reselling on eBay. Now, over the last few weeks, it has actually been a bit of a roller coaster. We had some really big dips and then I went to do my best week yet. So it's really good to see this week now evening back out to some consistency. It just makes life so much more easier to manage. Of course, I always want to be growing, but when you have such low weeks and then have really high weeks, it does screw everything up a bit mentally. I'm not going to lie, it takes you for a roller coaster ride. But in this video, what I'm talking about is what has been selling, some of the things behind the scenes that's been happening, and also some of the things that I'm thinking about as we charge closer to the end of the year, but also what are the numbers that have occurred for this week? You know, what were the sales, what were the quantity of items that have been selling, what are the categories that have been selling, all those different things. And of course, I'll take you through all the numbers. And if you do stick around, I've got all the behind the scenes and details for those that do want to see what's been happening behind the storage unit as well. Of course, if you've got any questions, comments along the way, jump in down below, leave a message or leave a comment. Let's get into it. So this week really was a rinse and repeat kind of week. It was a business as usual. As I said, I came out of some ups and downs of weeks, and this week was kind of just like charging back in and getting back into a routine. I mean, however, the next couple of weeks are going to be a bit off my game anyway. I've got Carla coming back, but also I'm going to be going away for a few, actually for almost like 4 or 5 days. So that's going to obviously change things up a bit because I will be putting the store in time away over the next coming week. So that, you know, that means things have to be ready and things have to be prepped, have to change how I'm going to be handling items in terms of setting expectations with customers that they're not going to get the items sent for a good extra 5 days if they're purchasing before I go away. So what has actually been selling this week? Well, before I get into those details, let's jump over to Monday morning and I'll show you actually what sold over the weekend. What's going on, folks? Monday morning, and it's been a solid week, I tell you. And we're kicking off the day strong. We've got 32 sales to go out today. We're back at 39,500. Got a bit of mess here that I could clean up. But we've had quite a lot of things moving pretty quick. These two I literally listed last night. They have just sold. We've got some pole duck. That's a book bundle that you would have seen that in my video last week. We've got a bear. We've got some jeans. We've got some Lord of the Rings figures, a belt, wee stuff, jeans, shirts, jeans, jumpers. Yeah, so some good amount of stuff, and mainly just clothes, but a few other things. This is probably the randomest thing. Just love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to get packing, and yeah, actually it's a pretty good day today. Also, these are just display phones. They sold for $25 each. Not too bad. Let's pack it up. Alright, team, all done, all packed up and ready to go. Got to put them into the bag now. The other thing was, I had 3 more sales come through while I was here, so not too bad. A book series and some pants, so winning. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. So there you go. So for the rest of the week, and including Monday, here's actually what has been selling. As you can see here on screen, these clothes and jeans have actually been the big win for the week, and this is currently my best seller, has been from about March of the start of this year. So I've done around $2,000 worth of clothes and jeans, being the big ticket items here, and the average sale price being between $37 and $44, which is really, really good. You will see some of the other categories. Books have been up there this week as well. Electronics, obviously, they're my consignments, so there's no cost of good until I, get invoiced for the profits on those ones. And then we've got DVDs, which have a loss, as you can see in the profit section. I've been selling a lot of media, but been taking a lot of a loss because I'm just trying to clear it out, get rid of it. And I'm very thankful as well because I've had quite a few international sales, which you'll see in some of the what solds this week as well. This is from books, also some toys going out overseas as well, which makes a huge difference because of the savings I get back from Australia Post. If you're not on the My Post business plan, meaning where you do get discounts for the volume that you do send, you need to get on it because it's a quick win. And I think from as early as tier 1, you're already saving 10 to 15%, and you get all the way up to 30% from tier 5 as well. So something to really consider if you're not doing that already. Now, surprisingly, there were some outlier sales this week, and I'm going to bring them up and we're going to go through them all together. The first one being for you booksellers, and these ones, I took a bit of a gamble on them. I do know that train stuff sells well, usually toys, but books, some of the model stuff does really well, but these ones I found in Savers a few weeks back. It was 5 train hardcover books, and they basically were focusing on like East London, West London, South London, all these different areas in Europe. and the cost of good on these was $7.38. Paid it that much from Savers. I did bundle them, and the revenue on these were $83.97, and that's not even going international. That was local. I think I sold them for 69 plus postage. I think they might have had a coupon as well, can't remember. But the profit on this one ended up being $54.08, so very happy with that. The next cool item for this week was this North Face. This was the dry vent. This one went overseas, went to US. So again, getting a really big win. They did obviously offer me a lot lower than what I would have taken locally, but only paying $5.42 for this one, revenue worked out to be about $64, and after fees and postage international, I've walked away with $38.24. The next one, another book for this week, surprisingly, and international, was 3001 The Final Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke. His books do tend to move, especially the hardcover stuff or the older stuff. Again, $5.42 on this one as a cost of good, and going international, they've paid a total of $60.85, with $35.34 back into my pocket after fees and postage. And then, interestingly enough, another international sale that kind of took the reins this week, which was some Thomas. Edward wind up little Thomas train in box, well, in packet still. Again, low cost of good for me, around $5.40. Revenue for this one was $58.57. This is going to USA. Incredible what people pay. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get the sale for this one and walked away with $33.71 after fees and postage. So, look, in terms of the actual week itself, look, I'm not really been selling a lot of bolos. Like, I've been sourcing over the last few weeks. If you've seen any of my recent sourcing photo videos, you can see I haven't been picking up many big items. A lot of it, I'm just processing clothing as rinse and repeat. I love doing this. I don't mind doing this. But one thing that I do love even more is when you do have those bolo and high ticket items going out as well. But it's always a challenge to find those things. But my encouragement to you is find things that you know that you can get lots of, so you can keep things ticking over, and then you can look to add, the bolos or the bigger stuff or the consignment stuff into your store. So how did the week actually go? Well, week 139, we did a total of 94 sales. We have a cost of goods of $541. We did sell $3,471 worth, majority of that being clothing, around $2,000. Profit came in, and this is gross profit, came in about $1,700. ASP being a bit higher than what has been over the last few weeks, so 36.93. At the moment, I average around 30 to 33. And average cycle time for these items was about 105 days, so just over the 90-day cycle, which I'm pretty happy with. I basically average around $495 every day this week, with some days being an outlier, of course. So, look, before I jump into the behind the scenes, I just wanted to clarify a couple of things that's been on my mind as I'm, building the business, as I'm trying to work towards what I want the business to be over the next coming weeks and things like that. But, when we run business, especially if you're doing this full time, and you will know that we wear multiple hats. We're always thinking, we've got to be thinking ahead, because especially if this is your primary source of income. If you're doing this as a side hustle, I do envy you, because it means some of the responsibility and expectation gets pulled down and you don't have to do that. So for me this week, focusing on Carla coming back, which will be good. It's only going to be a win-win. I do go away in the following week for my 50K Ultra, which means I'm going to have to put some time away. There'll be some extra days that I'm away, which means processing items and things will be delayed. That might deter maybe some customers, not too sure, but again, have to prep for that. The other focus that has been on my mind this week, and just thinking ahead, is trying to move stock, just increase the sell-through rate and getting rid of some of the, just the stuff in the store that I don't want anymore. And if anyone's looking for DVDs or, a lot of media items, I am getting out of the bulk version of that. I'm still going to be selling that. I'm not getting out of complete media, but some of it I really need to trade off the space to get, more clothing in and more storage for the clothing. So really just trying to move as much stuff as possible, and I'm doing that by adding a lot of different deals to the store. You can see here, these are all the promotions and campaigns that I'm running, and they've actually started to pay off. I've had some person come through already. I'm doing this video retrospectively, of course, and they have used that 25% off for three or more items, which has been really encouraging. So that's great. The other thing that I'm trying to achieve right now is increased listings. Having been a bit unwell over the last few weeks lead up to my 50K, I did take some time off, which meant I pulled back a little bit. And then this week, knowing that I'm going to be doing time away and then doing my 50K, I've got a lot of things going on, and I haven't necessarily putting super attention to going above and beyond. So I need to get back to that. That'll be something obviously I'll be focusing on after I finish my 50K, so I can just put my mindset to it. But definitely something that I need to be doing. And it's not about that you need to be doing, more listings, more listings, more listings. You got to do what you can do. But I think I have the capability of doing more, and it's all about making sure that you're listing stuff that's willing to sell as well, or going to sell very quickly, or within your, your timing and what you want to achieve. So that's obviously something that I'm, challenged with at the moment. And the other one is I go away at in the middle of November. I'm going away for about 8 weeks, which is great, going to the Philippines for Christmas and things like that. So that should be great. But, I've got to figure out how the business will be operating while I'm away. We'll have some tools down for a period, but how can I continue to have it running, leveraging, my current worker, and, maybe I'll pull back in some other areas and just focus on, fulfillment of orders and things like that. So again, another challenge that I'm working through. It's all part of it, but I have to be thinking ahead because I can't just be doing those things, a couple of days before. So lots going on in my mind, lots going on in the business. Let's dive into the show and tell of what's been happening for the rest of the week. All right, team, welcome to Wednesday, and we have a full one. We've got 27 orders going out, which is quite crazy. We're back up to 39.8, so we're climbing back up there. Things have been moving pretty quick, which is super grateful. I even just had 2 sales just in the last 10 minutes. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff going out today. We've got a lot of clothing, obviously, shorts, we've got shirts, we've got Lego, we've got books, we've got some Thomas, we've got some electronics, we've got some phones, a few bundles here as well of some clothing. Got this Harry Potter figure going out, but mainly just clothing, the big one, of course. And as you can see, there's still plenty of stock, so I'm glad it's moving. Yeah, super grateful. Let's pack it all up. All right, team, it is Thursday. We're actually just passing by and just getting a few things out because I'm going to be out tomorrow. Day hasn't gone as planned. Haven't been feeling too well. So anyway, it's a whole different conversation. We've only got 6 items going out, but they're majority bundles, so it's not even 6 orders. We're back at 39,855. We're going to get this happening right here, right now. We've got a bolo bunch of books. These went for $80, so train books. 2 shirts going out as a bundle, 2 North Face going out as a bundle, and then a pair of jeans and a pair of shorts. This is since this morning and last night, so pretty happy. Let's do it. All right, also want to give out a big shout out to everyone that got involved in the raffle last night. There were some big winners for the Pokemon 151 Japanese. We've got a few people going out with 2 packs. Some people won 1 pack. Some people won a few different packs. Oliver won 3 packs. We've got Puppy Dog Diary going out with probably one of the coolest cards of the night, which was the Ninetales. So congratulations, Puppy Dog Diary. There were some really good cards in all of these. Actually, majority of these got some pretty good hits. Well done. Johnny Boy got some. He also won a giveaway. Bax, Paul. We had Melvin some. And we also got Nat in here as well. And Grumpy Granny. So appreciate you all getting involved, folks. Always so generous. We're now about, I think we're at 8.6 thousand, so close to the $10,000. We've got a couple of weeks to go. Big event on the 24th of September. Come hang out. We're going to be doing plenty of giveaways, some raffles, and we're opening up basically a case of Pokemon Obsidian Flames. So should be pretty good. Appreciate you all. I'm going to get these out to everyone. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you probably, don't know if I'll see you again this week. Tomorrow, actually, I'm doing a big sourcing trip, but what I might actually do is just quickly take you through what's been happening here in the shop. So, as you can see, we have now basically processed almost all of the shorts. We've still got a few more shorts to go here, and then we start on the shirts. Jeans, just kind of not prioritizing just at the moment because I want to get some of these testing, and we've still got all this to undo. Still got all stock under here as well, and then I've still got another pickup of jeans to come through as well. So some pretty cool stuff here, actually. Like, this is from 2002. This is just epic. So there's some pretty cool stuff here, and there's some, polo, some pretty cool things. So I'm pretty happy to see this making some progress. As you can see, here's some more stuff here. This is overflow. It's all happening. It's all happening. All right, I'm going to pack all these up and get out of here. I've got a splitting headache. I've had a headache all morning. That's why I feel a bit off. It's frustrating the heck out of me. Anyway, let's do it. Alright team, welcome to Friday. Wasn't planning to be here, but we're here. I've just been over at John the Resellers, dropped off some stuff, and now I'm back here. I'm going to post a couple of things before the weekend. We've only got 11 items going out, but we are back on 40,000, so very happy with that. As you can see, we've got a few jackets, some shirts, jeans, video games, some DVDs, books, phones, a whole bunch of Wii games. Not too bad. Let's pack it up. All done. Well, there you go. If you do have any questions or comments, do let me know. It was really just a kind of bread and butter week, just really getting into the routine and just trying to run the business while running everything else in life. And that's really what I'm trying to achieve, is build a business that suits my lifestyle. And it's easier said than done, but we're more than capable of doing it. Appreciate you all being here. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.